All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everybody for coming out today for the great debate. All right, these two
I got a
gentlemen here.
question. I'm sorry,
Hey,
Sarge. Could I
listen,
record?
you can
Yeah, of
record.
course
Yes,
you can.
you can record, but
All
do
right,
not
so I was.
interrupt me again.
I'm sorry. I was just okay.
Everybody in attendance for the great debate. All right, these two candidates will be running for mayor. Okay, they will be debating against each other. On our right, we have Republican Representative Lenny Barnes. All right, and on the left, we have Democratic Representative Jack Waller. Please give them the utmost respect and attention while they give you your concerns about the city moving forward. All right. I'm gonna just go over the rules one more time, just so we're clear. All right, candidates. We will be starting off with opening statements. Okay, you guys will each have 45 seconds to do so. Jack, he actually won the toss earlier, and he chose to go second. So, Leonard Barnes, he will be going first with a 45
That's
second.
fine with me, Sergeant. That is fine with me.
All right. Um,
All
After
right.
that, we will be asking questions. All right, you guys will have 60 seconds each to answer them. After that round, we'll
Mhm.
do a cross examination round where you guys will ask questions to each other. And then the final round will be a lightning round of yes or no to short questions. Okay, do you guys
Of
understand?
course. Yep.
All righty then. Uh, like I said, everybody, give them your utmost respect and attention while they go through it. Leonard Barnes, you can go ahead and
Mhm.
start off with your opening statement.
Yeah.
You will have 45
Okay.
seconds to do so.
Mhm. Okay. Right. Right. So, guys, just want to say thank you for being here. Obviously, I'm not here to make promises I can't keep. I'm here to do the work, listen to the people, and build a city that works for everyone. I'm here just to help everyone out, keep everyone safe, and let's just get this state back into its place that it needs to be.
Safe by what means? Like how?
Hey, this is not for questions. This is an opening
This is not for
statement.
questions.
You have 20 more seconds,
Oh,
Mr.
sorry,
Barnes.
sorry. I misunderstood. Forgive me.
You're right.
But I'm really appreciating you guys for obviously really being here for me. And Jack, of course, really do love the support. Obviously, I couldn't really done it without today, without my homie and my obviously my good mate 605 and Black. So I'm gonna respect for them today for coming here today as well.
All right. That's all we have from Mr. Barnes. All right. Mr. Waller, it is your
Hmm.
turn now. You will have 45 seconds for your opening statement whenever you're ready.
All right. Good evening, Los Santos. I'm Jack Waller. Our city is at a turning point. People want to feel safe, but they also want to feel respected and heard. Too many families are losing in the system that should be protecting them, and too many kids are being pushed out instead of lifted up. I believe public safety and civil rights go hand in hand, and we can reduce violent crime by focusing on preventing, keeping kids in school, and creating real opportunities while holding violent offenders accountable. My vision in a new era of Los Santos: protecting privacy, rebuilding trust, and inventing in people before problems turning into crime.
5 seconds.
Tonight, I'm here to talk solutions and the future of our city. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Everybody give it up for their opening statements. We will now move on to the next round. All right. You guys will be asked a series of questions. All right. You guys will have 60 seconds each to answer. All right. Being Lenny the first, I
Yeah.
will start off with the first question. Why do you want to be mayor? And what will success look like after your first term? You got 60 seconds, Mr.
So
Barnes.
yeah. Well, obviously, I really want to come in the mayor so I can keep all the people safe and stuff, and keep a real good community that we already have. Like that, like it means like listening to families, residents, supporting families, and make them sure that every neighborhood is not just a few gets attention and resources and respect. I think everyone here deserves respect. And what I want to do is I want to keep every single public citizen safe as possible, because I think I am the one here who will make every single one of these citizens safe. And let's all just take it all together, and we're all in this together. But I want to become the new mayor so I can just keep this whole state safe and put something down towards the crimes, speeding, and some all of the other stuff as well. So I just want to try and lower that down as obviously if I do become the new mayor.
All right, and Mr. Waller, I'll repeat the question one more time. Why do you want to be mayor, and what will success look like after your first term?
Um,
You have 60 seconds.
I want to be mayor because of how many kids are dropping out of schools and basically going into crime. And I want those kids to able to go into schools and able to learn and educate of any possible of, and we can able to make youth programs so that if they do drop out, they can go through those programs to be teached of how jobs work and basically can be teach as a grown adult. And as the future goes on, and if I be mayor, I want to be able to make youth programs and hopefully lower the price of fine of $5,000 of mass to hopefully a lower number. And most of all, lower prices as well. And so it goes to the Second Amendment
Five
right to bear
seconds.
arms. And hopefully that if anyone that wants to vote for me as mayor, you can gladly do that as me.
And time is up. Thank you, gentlemen, for your answers. All right, moving on to the second question. Starting with Lenny Barnes. What is the single most important problem facing our city, and why hasn't it been solved yet? You have 60 seconds.
the most important crime I see is knife crime, speeding, and a lot, and just quite a lot of crimes really. Obviously, the speeding. Obviously, we had someone crash and die. Obviously not following the laws and stuff. But the biggest one out there is using knives and stuff. Like, obviously, I get gun crimes are quite a bit, but I can't ban them, and I'm not going to do so because I think it's kind of unfair for people that hunt out there. But I think the more crimes that we have to get, the more that this city is going to start going down with people coming in and coming out. And I feel like this place should be a welcome place. I think everyone should be welcomed individually. And I think everyone deserves a quiet place to call home. And this is why I think Los Santos is a great part of it, but the crimes in it are too much, and it kind of needs to come down
10
to a
seconds. 10
little
seconds.
stop. But I just want it to be calmer and a safer place for all residents to become, because I think everyone is allowed here.
And thank you, Mr. Barnes. Mr. Barnes, for your
No problem.
remarks. All right, Mr. Waller, I'll repeat the question one more time. What is the single most important problem facing our city, and why hasn't it been solved yet? Got 60 seconds.
Alright. The most important problem of the city is gang violence. Gang violence is concentrated, not random. That tells us that prevention it works when we fund it. And most of all, the crime rates with gang violence has increased normally because even a few weeks ago there was a shootout down by Vagos, and I see like most families are mostly scared of their own life even being in the city. So I want to able to hopefully decrease the gang violence by enabling to hopefully youth programs and basic knowledge
10
of the
seconds.
city.
10 seconds.
And if that is more of the problem, we need to be more investing in more security and most of a like-minded into the police they can protect us as
And
well.
thank you,
But
Mr. Wilder.
yeah,
That's all the time we have for that.
damn it.
Appreciate your remarks. All right, moving on to the third question. Starting with Mr. Barn. Uh, what concrete steps will you take in your first year to lower the cost of living for residents? Got 60 seconds.
Oh, well, what I'm trying to do is obviously people shouldn't work for obviously full time, because it's still a bit of a struggle, and like we will have like advocate for higher wages across the city department as well. And like I feel like if people partner up with local businesses, residents can earn more, not just work more. But obviously, with the tax prices and how they are going to obviously be, I really think it's very unfair for the homeless people on the street. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to lower them a bit down. Obviously, the bills need to they keep rising up every single minute of the day, and I think they need to go down like a little bit more. I just think it's kind of unfair on people who are in debt who can't pay their rent, and I think this whole city needs a little bit of lower prices because things are so
10
expensive. And I'm
seconds,
not
10
saying that
seconds.
everything is expensive, but some stuff needs to be non-expensive at this point in time, Sergeant.
Thank you for your remarks, Mr. Bourne. Mr. Waller, I'll repeat the question one more time. What concrete steps will you take in your first year to lower the cost of living for residents? You got 60 seconds.
Lowering costs starts with stopping the city from nickel to diming its own people, and I would reduce unnecessary fines and fees, especially ones that hit working families the hardest. I also focus on lowering it every day cause by supporting local jobs and expanding affordable housing. Options can able to cutting wasteful city spending. And once city spends smarter, residents pay less. And the city should help people get ahead, not trap them in debt and just trying to live here. And that means fewer punitive fines, no excessive penalties for nonviolent issues, for more
10 seconds, 10
competition
seconds.
in housing, and serving the trespassing and how tax money is used. And lowering the cost come from fewer fines, smarter spending, and policies that help people work and live, not punch them.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Waller. Thank you. Thank you. All right, moving on to the next question. Obviously, the world has heard of the recent events that have been happening in Minnesota, not only in Minnesota but in other cities across the U.S. Um, the people do want to know, what is your guys' takes on the recent Renee Good and Alex Preddy um, incidents that were involved with ICE? And if Donald Trump were to suggest ICE agents coming into this city, would you approve it? You have 60 seconds, Mr. Barnes.
Um, well, um, no, not really. I kind of think, obviously, I don't really know a lot about the US, but obviously, I don't think that he should bring in more stuff, like more people to come in. Obviously, we do have a lot of crimes like that, and if we bring them in and then they like kind of get killed or something, then what are we going to do with like all of that? Because I don't think we need them when we have a stronger government as it stands right now. And I think if we were going to do that, I would obviously, I wouldn't probably get saying this, but I probably wouldn't do it because I really disagree with it. I think if we're gonna start bringing awful stuff in, it's gonna affect on obviously the mayor and the government and the whole people around us because they will change this city, and this is why I want to put this city to its own standard and keep it clean.
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
And I don't think it's right if he brings it in because I don't think it's fair on other Americans. There you go, Sergeant. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Barn. Mr. Waller, I'll go ahead and
Thank you, Sergeant.
repeat the question. Considering the recent events that have happened in Minnesota and in other cities across the U.S., especially the case with Renee Gooding and Alex Preddy, two American citizens gunned down by ICE agents, we do have one side saying it was justified and another side saying that it wasn't. It was a cold-blooded murder. What is your take on that? And if Donald Trump were to suggest ICE agents coming into this city of Los Santos, would you approve it? Got 60 seconds, Mr. Waller.
On that topic of that situation, I dear heartily and sadly would say to those families if they were here and be more. It's just it was a distraught. It was a messed up thing. Letting ICE agents here, and I would not approve of that. I would. I want to protect our immigrants and our people from ICE. They're entering our city and its people, and I want to able to protect them. And if I was mayor, and I will make sure National Guard that will protect citizens' lives, make sure they have their passports so that they won't get pressed by ICE agents, and making sure that everyone and their families won't be scared of them. And
10 seconds.
basically, it's slaughter. And I want to protect the city, and it's slaughter. It's National Guard will protect you as well if they are protecting our borders. All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Waller. Thank you. All right, moving on to our next question. Mr. Barn, how will you improve public safety while maintaining trust between law enforcement and the community? You have 60 seconds.
Um, well, obviously, public safety really. Safety matters. Like obviously, it needs to be held to high standards. Work with the like this community, like this city. Work like because it's safety and trust needs to go hand in hand because I think it's going to help us quite a lot if we all stick in this together and then we have a safer street. Obviously, we really will I want to improve the city services like cleaner streets, faster responses time, better infrastructure, and if residents pay taxes, they deserve kind of results really, because obviously they're gonna need it. But obviously, like transparent trust as well. Obviously, the decisions are going to be made like how to you need to make your voice be heard. Like we need the people to speak. We can't just let it happen by just itself.
10
And
seconds.
like
10 seconds.
obviously, like we just need a safer public area because most citizens are scared to go out, and this is why I want to change it.
Thank you, Mr. Barn.
Sergeant.
Thank you for your time. Mr. Waller, I'll go ahead and repeat the question. All right. How will you improve public safety while maintaining trust between law enforcement and the community? You have 60 seconds.
All right. For my true and honest opinion about that is how everyone has been harassed. I even speak to one of the locals of Los Santos, saying that they were personally pulled over just for turning right on red, and it's ridiculous. And the same time as how law enforcement and the people are like scared of each other. I'm hoping as mayor as I can able to put a mandatory training for the police so that they can have proper discipline and able to approach people with a kinder and grateful approaching to citizens, in the same time as putting up with the law as well. And hopefully, and there's going to be a line
10 seconds.
saying
10
if any
seconds.
cops or any type of loss for loss formants, whatever. Okay. Basically, it's
Thank you, Mr.
just you
Waller. That's
gotta.
all we have.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, moving on to our next question. Mr. Barn, how will you increase transparency and reduce corruption in city government? You have 60 seconds.
Sorry, what was the question?
How will you increase transparency and reduce corruption in city government? You have 60 seconds.
Well, obviously transparency is a really big thing in the city. Obviously from the eruption, I think I think you'll know where the money goes and why decisions are made. Like, I think if you're not going to be talking about transparency, then you're going to need to use your voice a lot more because the government, like, obviously, sometimes the government should never feel distant or secretive as well. Because I think if we do that as a Republican, I think it's really bad if we do so because I think people need to know where their transparency goes. I think it's so unfair if we're just like, okay, transparency, that's ours, and then they don't know what's happened with it. Oh, dropped my controller. My bad.
Sorry, my fault. My controller, my stick controller. Sorry.
My goodness
We both
gracious.
just did the same thing, Jack. Don't worry. Um, sorry. Anyway,
You have five
obviously about
seconds.
transparency as well. I need to keep it safer and a more better place to be as well.
Thank you, Mr. Barn. Mr.
This
Waller,
shit
go
hurt, nigga.
ahead and repeat the question. All right. How will you increase transparency and reduce corruption in city government? You have 60 seconds.
Um, that is a really difficult question to ask because everyone has their own opinions of how the government, how basically the government's a little bit corrupt, and how basically if the government puts this policy in, and if that, basically it's it's how the government shows the view of it, and our people wants the full truth and only truth, and if they don't provide that and do that, that's failing its own citizens and its own people, and it will lead to crime as well if they're not able to be with the communities that are here in Los Santos, and if they ignore it, lots of
Five
deaths
seconds. Five
has come
seconds.
about. And I hopefully, as mayor, I can able to have investigation and able to talk to everybody that's there and have their own opinions and put the actual truth out there rather than having false claims.
Thank you, Mr. Waller. Thank you. All right, we're getting on to our last few questions, and then we'll move on to the lightning rounds. All right, so I think we got about two or three more general questions, and then we will also open it up to the public. All right, this one
Okay,
for
cool.
you, Mr. Barn. Uh, should the city raise, lower, or maintain taxes, and on whom? Be specific. You have
Lower.
60 seconds.
They should they should lower the taxes. The reason why I say that is because the taxes are too high for the people that can't pay. Like they're going up every 10 minutes of the day, and the government don't do nothing about it, but they just want their money. And I think for the taxes to actually be a lot cheaper and a little bit slower down, this is why I want to come in and help everyone with their money, the taxes paid, the bills paid, and I think it's going to be one of the hardest things that's going to happen to people when they're kind of in debt, homeless, or literally have nothing else to do. So this is why I kind of want to lower the taxes, because by raising them, we're going to have more people, like citizens, leave the country, well, the state even, but we don't really want to leave the whole country as well. But this state is
10
part of that,
seconds. 10
and
seconds.
if they leave, we won't get them back. We want to lower them so that more people can come in and say, okay, then this is fine. Taxes are lower and the bills are slower.
Thank you, Mr. Barn, for your remarks.
Thank you.
Mr. Waller, I'll go ahead and
Thank you.
repeat the question. Should the city raise, lower, or maintain taxes, and on whom? Be specific. You have 60 seconds.
My goal is probably to lower the taxes in the city. My goal is to lower the burden on everyday citizens without hurting essential city services. That means lowering or eliminating unser, uns,
Yo, nigga, hit me
unces,
again.
God, unnecessary
My
fees
bad.
and fines, and maintaining reasonable tax levels, or making sure that spends money and smarter, not bigger. I don't believe in raising taxes on working people. I believe in cutting waste and sorry about that, but um prevention on over punishment and growing the economy so that the city brings revenue and without squeezing its
10
residents.
seconds. 10
And I
seconds.
would maintain core taxes for stable or lower the costs that punish the people for minor or non-violent issues, or focus on the job growth so more people can are paying into the system instead of relying on
Thank
it.
you, Mr. Waller. Thank you. All right, moving on to the next question. Mr. Barn, what distinguishes you
Hmm?
most from your opponent in this race? You have 60 seconds.
Uh, well, I reckon, obviously, my most distinctive about him is he's a very quiet person when it comes to speaking to most of the people here. And I'm quite of a loud person, and this is why I'm kind of trying to make our city of a higher standard. Obviously, I'm obviously not trying to be rude or anything, but sometimes, obviously, I've spoken to most of the people. I think it's going to be a lot of effort on Jack as well, and it's going to be a lot of effort on me as well. So I'm not saying that we're both kind of equal here, but I think he doesn't have the right standard to really run this state. And this is why I kind of put my name forward because I want to help every individual citizen out there losing their families, taxes rising,
10 seconds. 10
speeding,
seconds.
fines, penalties, and I think it's going to be a lot of effort on Jack Waller, and this is how I really mean it. It's not trying to be horrible, but I really don't think he can try and get this over the line.
Thank you, Mr. Barnes, for your remarks. Mr. Waller, I'll go ahead and repeat the question. All right. What distinguishes you most from your opponent in this race? You have 60 seconds.
Well, to answer that is how the difference is literally have a disorder that I can't really speak how my words are wording. But in the same time, want to be the person that can overcome that and make sure the people of Los Santos can able to rely on me. And thank you for the courtesy of you're trying to technically help me out, but then the same time as the difference between me and you is how I was here since the beginning and I have talked to the people of Los Santos. And for you, I didn't see that. The only real thing you really talk to is for a person that said read a book and that's it. But I get how a lot of things are between us two, but I've been in the city and you haven't been talking to the people rather than uh joining with them. And if
Five
any
seconds.
case
5 seconds.
that you're trying to persuade or make sure these people go for you, I want to double check that you have copied half of my words on my recent posts, and I can see it.
And that
So
is all we
that
have for this question. Thank you,
They're
Mr.
both,
Waller.
they're both, they're both, they're both the same words. Some of them are different, some of them are not. I have been riding with half of the city as well. Obviously, I don't know if you can obviously tell, but half of these people here are for you as well. Your words, my words, they can sometimes add up to the same thing, but I'm not copying your words. And this is why you won't be able to run this state because of the way that you're going now. And these people don't want a mayor who's going to say you're copying this and you're copying that. I don't think it's right. And this is why Lenny Barney is here for everyone here, for all these citizens out there, and even for 605, for all of my homies out there,
All
and for
right, Mr.
all of
Barnes.
every single individual.
That is all we have. All right, we will now move on to the next round, the cross examination round. All right, each representative will have an opportunity to ask the other candidate a question, and you will have 60 seconds to answer. All right, starting with Mr. Barnes, go ahead and ask Mr. Waller a question.
So, Mr. Waller, I have a bit of questions for you.
Just one,
Mhm.
or a
How?
generalized question.
Okay, all right. My question is, how are you meant to save this city with all of the things that are going on, including everything, and how are you going to do it?
Yeah,
The
60
things that have
seconds.
going on in the city, I would basically, hopefully, and I'm sorry if I offended you, any of anyway, but
It's
basically,
all good.
how I'm hopefully targeting and hopefully I'm hoping to pursue is hoping getting kids back into schools and the same time lowering the cost of the masks find and the same time as lowering the cost of guns because people have the right to have guns in this state, and if we don't pursue that, everyone's gonna die one way or another. and it's gonna be a tragic genocide. And the same time as hopefully that if I keep pushing of keeping kids in schools and making
10 seconds.
youth
10 seconds.
programs and GED programs, hope and keeping these kids off these streets, they will make a better future for all of us here, and so that it can be better for everyone in the future that would come in this city.
Thank you, Mr. Waller.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Mr. Waller, you can go ahead and ask your opponent a question.
Well, my question is how you gonna be lowering the crime rate with gang violence and hopefully the the killing in the city.
Um, well, obviously the thing is with crime, it's something that happens every day. There's nothing that can really be told, but until I make the decision of doing something about it, then I will. Obviously, I can't just ban guns, obviously, because the police need them, the hunters need them. But the thing is, with knife crimes, fighting, and all that lot, I think we need to have at least more officers around the whole area. It needs to at least have some in some areas, like two and everywhere. I really think if there's going to be more crime, then there's going to be needed more officers on site because, I, like my homies over there, they've been through so much as well. Same with Glock, through knife crimes, and they've gone through every single one of them like stronger than ever, and that's why they're here today to support me and support you as well. But
10
I
seconds. 10
think
seconds.
we, if I need to lower the crime, but there's nothing I can do about the gun crimes as well because I can't ban them, and it's quite unfair on hunters when they need their gun license and their permit. Thank you, Sergeant.
Thank you, Mr. Barn, for your remarks. We will now move on to the next round. All right, I will be asking you guys a series of short answer questions. You guys either agree or yes or no, or you support the cause or you don't support the cause. All right. Starting with you, Lenny. Raise taxes, cut taxes, or keep them the same.
Um, cut taxes. They can't be raised anymore.
No explanation, just answer the question. All right, and for you, Mr. Waller, raise taxes, cut taxes, or keep them the same.
Cut taxes.
All right, Mr. Barn, rent control. Do you support or oppose?
O's.
Mr. Waller, do you support or oppose rent control?
Say that again. You cut out.
Do you support or oppose rent control?
Oppose.
All right. Electric or gas cars, Mr. Barn?
Both.
One or the other, Mr. Barn.
Gas. Actually, no, electric.
Mr. Waller, gas or electric?
Electric. No. Electric. Yeah.
All right. And Mr. Barn, do you support the United States of America taking over Greenland?
Um, not necessarily.
Okay. And Mr. Waller, do you support the United States of America taking over Greenland?
No.
Mr. Barn, was the Renee Gooding incident justified or not justified?
Justified.
Mr. Waller, was the Renee Gooding incident justified or not justified?
Not justified.
Mr. Barn, was the Alex Preddy incident justified or not justified?
Not justified.
Mr. Waller, was the Alex Predator incident justified or not justified?
Not justified.
Mr. Barn, do you agree that we should be uh, let me see. All right, better one. Mr. Barn, first thing you'll do on day one as mayor.
Hmm?
What's the first thing you'll do on day one as mayor?
The first thing I do, I would go out and talk to all citizens, tell them, look, I'm a new mayor, and this is going to help out every single one of us, and I will be lowering the prices of most things and taxes.
All right, and Mr. Waller, what's the first thing you'll do on day one as mayor? Mr. Waller. Holy shit.
Whoa. Oh, 605.
No, you good, man?
Mr. Waller, you all right?
Jack.
Mr. Wally.
Oh, 605.
Oh, 605.
All right, that was just
605,
about the
605.
last question. All right, we will now open this time for closing statements. Lenny, Mr. Barn, you will have a minute and 30 seconds for your closing statement.
Well, I just want to say thank you for everyone for being here and listening to me. Obviously, it really means a lot to me. Obviously, the votes will be tomorrow, of course, so don't miss out. I'm just really glad that you guys came to support me, Lenny Barn. Make sure you vote for me as well to become your new mayor and to save the Santos once more. Keep it a better place, better people. Stop half the crimes and lower these taxes. But thank you guys for coming. I respect you a lot. And please vote Lenny Barn.
Thank you, Mr. Barn. Mr. Waller, you clear your throat yet?
Yeah, I'm sorry. My thing. It's hot today and it's. I didn't drink much water today, so yeah, I'm good now. I'm sorry.
You're all right. You're all
You
right.
eat what?
You
Wow.
have the next minute and 30 seconds for your closing statements. Everybody give him the most respect and attention. You got a minute and 30.
Hmm. So, let's do this. So, thank you for coming out, everybody that came today. Thank you for hearing me out of how I keep kids in schools, hopefully lowering the prices of the mask fine and the same time as the gun law as well. And hopefully everyone votes for me tomorrow as well. Sorry for the little mess ups and stuff like that. Everyone's human. And the same time as, and sorry for you, Sergeant, but everyone needs to connect together and rise up to everything impossible that comes in their way. And we come as a community and as a people of Los Santos and great again and making a new era of Los Santos. And thank you for it. That's all.
All right. Thank you, two gentlemen, for participating in today's great debate. All right, everybody else, please look out for the polls. Now is the most important time to vote. Okay, make sure you guys get out to the polls, place your votes, and may the best man win. Can I get both candidates shake hands right here in the middle?
Are we still asking them questions?
Yeah, where is
Yes.
that?
Yeah,
I have
we
a
almost ran
question.
out of time there. We can open up for questions to the public. Just raise your hand and I'll pick you.
Mr. Lenny, right here in the red, please, Mr. Lenny.
Hold on. I'll pick Mags first because she brought it up, and then you, sir. Go ahead.
So I have a question for Mr. Lenny. With you being a Republican, how can we trust you given that the orange man that we have in the office right now, no disrespect to that man, has like driven the state of America to shit? and you kind of remind me of him in a way that you were saying all these promises. But I just want to know, how are you different from that?
I'm very different from that because the promises that I make, the promises that stand, every promise that I decide to do for this country, I will keep it with me. I shall stand with my decision, and my decision will stay final. But until then, nothing will change of me. Nothing will change of you. But
What decision are
I am
you referring
far.
to?
I'm referring to all of my promises that I have kept, and that is what I'm doing. Because I keep the promises with me, and this is how I'm gonna save Los Santos. Keep, like, you have to keep it. You have to keep your promises.
So we can trust you to keep your promises.
Yes, of course you can. Truck, have you got the next question?
Yes. All right. So I have a few kids at home. And how are you gonna lower the
Mhm.
prices of medicine?
Ooh, I don't like how you just dismissed my question, sir. That was rude of you.
The way that we're gonna
Very rude.
obviously lower the medicine prices, they're obviously
I got a
they're gonna
question.
be. Go on then. Hold on, there's someone asking for a minute. I'm gonna lower them down real quick, but anyway, keep going. What did you say? Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh,
Just ask me to
shoot.
get down, get down.
Lord have mercy.